The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
Missy K Show. Missy K Show. Missy K Show. Questions, interviews, gossip, current news, movie.
Hello and welcome to the Missy K's Loose Lips Show. I'm your girl, Missy K.
Haley B.
La la. And Lady D's trying to get some culture. And our show is about dating, celebrity gossip,
Sex.
We got some interviews, and today
We're about to get dragged by the behind. This is our doom day.
You know what? It is going to be what it is today. It's going to be one of those shows. It's going to be cool. We're going to be cool. And we have guests. So we're going to act like we have guests today. Yes. Yes. We have our boy Johnny G from the IMG
Johnny
Radio
G.
Network.
Yay.
He is not a stranger to Missy K's Loose Lips Show. And we also have Sean Say. Sean Say.
I like that name.
I want to say so many other things. It's like that dyslexia kicks in. Sean Slay. I said Sean Slay.
He probably gonna slay.
There you go.
Probably that too.
We got Sean Say in the building today. He's gonna get lipped
Get lit.
with Haley B.
How y'all doing?
Anyway, La La Young.
Look alive.
You know what?
What's on everyone's lips, girl?
La la.
Let's go.
You know
You
what?
so
They was
nasty.
getting crazy in here. I'm not nasty.
Let me take off my glasses.
This is life.
Mm-hmm.
It is
We
life.
listening.
Okay, sorry. Kendrick Lamar, Raw and Powerful Damn album has won the Pulitzer Prize for music. He also became the first non-jazz or classical artist to collect that honor in his 75-year existence. So that is so cool.
Yes.
So cool.
I love it.
Born and raised.
I'm in
in Compton.
Hey.
I'm a
So it's a
Kendrick
great thing.
Lamar diehard fan.
Oh, yeah.
Kendrick.
Okay,
All the
diehard
way.
Kendrick Lamar fan. How do you feel about his award?
I'm so proud of him.
Oh, my
I've
God.
rooting for him since the first.
Oh, my
I'm
God.
sorry. Can I get some tissue?
Oh gosh.
Well,
But
no,
it's wonderful that
Yes.
hip hop is finally making some real strides.
Exactly.
Especially in a time where we have so much negativity, especially with our
hip-hop,
politics
period.
and stuff right
Exactly.
now. So I love it.
No, I like the fact that, he started off rapping about one thing and then he stayed true to what he believed in as far
Yes.
as what he's rapping about, the conscious rapping that he is doing about what's going on with the police and the politics and stuff like that and in his neighborhood. So that was just well-deserved, that award that he did receive. So it may just raise the bar for other artists that are looking up to him to do the same thing, because you need to actually really be talking
And
about
that
something.
is what we need.
Yes.
Seriously.
Talk
It's
about
like,
something.
what do you, I swear, I think about the rap music and the hip hop music that we have today. It's like, am I going to be able to listen to this
Right.
10 years down the line? Like, seriously. Because right now, we still listen to Run DMC.
Oh, yes.
And we still listen to KRS-One.
Yes.
Because it has a message.
Exactly.
Now, are we going to still listen to...
No, or not.
I think the only thing.
I think this is the only genre that doesn't have like.
I'm not a
parts
Yachty
of
fan.
the-
How about that?
Oh,
Like-
that's what that is.
Yeah. What is that? What is it called? Mumble rap or
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
don't know
Money and
what they're saying,
female
but you can
rap
dance
and-
to it.
Right.
You can dance to it, but you just don't know what they're talking about.
I think that's all the music about is nowadays. Like, they just want to make music where kids can shake their butts too and grind on
Right.
it too. Like,
As long as you ain't grinding on nothing, we good.
I don't even like parties.
I'm just saying.
Hey, did you guys see her dancing on Saturday? Did you guys see her
I
dancing?
did. I saw her get served by the clowns too.
Let me tell y'all something. This little girl was dancing for me, right? And I took off all our backpack. I was ready to get down. And I said, ha, I'm a radio show host. Move. I'm doing it.
She's like, no, they kept coming. They kept coming. It was cool. It was cool.
That was funny. I did see
Yeah, I
it.
got war rooms from that day. So crazy.
You
Anyway,
got served 6 times.
No, I didn't get served. No, that's what I didn't. They was like, next, we need somebody else to handle it. They couldn't. They couldn't.
All right, what else is on everyone's lips?
La la.
Right.
La la.
Yes. Okay. The store manager called 911 when the men refused to leave after trying to use the store restroom without making a purchase. Starbucks.
Starbucks.
You guys hear about the Starbucks?
Oh, yes. I've been following it.
It's crazy. I mean, I know I go in there
Are
all
you
the time,
familiar
use
with
the
the
Wi-Fi.
situation, Lady D's?
I heard some going back and forth, but I didn't know what they were talking about.
Well, he couldn't.
They was calling people racist.
They wouldn't let
and all
him.
that
Yeah,
kind of
they
stuff.
just
I don't
wouldn't let him use the restroom because he didn't buy anything. And at Starbucks, is known for you to go out there, do homework, use a Wi-Fi, sit there, do meetings. You don't necessarily
Right.
have to purchase it, but they've never really turned down anyone to use the restroom. But the manager called the police, so I didn't even see why it was warrant for her to even call the police because he didn't leave.
So why are they closing down Starbucks on May 29th again?
Well, that's what I'm going to get to that part now because of what happened.
Yes.
Okay.
With that situation and the
Yes.
other situation
Exactly.
where the guys were sitting and they were waiting to meet someone there, and then they were going to leave from there and go somewhere
Exactly.
else. And the police, the manager called the police on the guys and had them escorted from the police off the premises, even though they weren't doing anything. And you have all the other customers who are white
Right.
were saying they didn't do anything. Why are you arresting them? Why are you harassing them? They didn't even do anything. And they said the guys were peaceful. They didn't argue back or anything.
Exactly.
They just let them handcuff them and take them out. They were like, and then as they were being walked out in the handcuffs, the other guy walked in.
Right.
They were like, wow.
They were actually arrested and taken
Right.
down to the station.
And so the president of Starbucks is saying that that is not the policy of Starbucks. That is not what Starbucks is about. And they've had training on this type of situation, not just with African Americans, but with customers. Period.
Right.
That was rude, even if it was somebody who wasn't African American. It was rude
Yeah.
in both situations. And so they're shutting down so that they can do some training,
Exactly.
Customer training, customer service training on how to handle those type of situations where it doesn't have to escalate to something so serious.
Right. It's actually called racial bias training.
Right.
So they've changed it. So they're getting Cheryl Lynn Eiffel from NAACP to be a part of it to help them decide on how they're going to go about doing the training.
Right.
And they said they're going to actually lose billions because they're going to shut down on May 29th.
Yes, they are.
But
All
they was
their
like,
locations.
this is more important than the money
Well, that's a
that they're
pretty
going to
powerful
lose. So this is
statement.
like the
Yes.
first time that I've seen this happen.
Yes.
To where they just say, you know what, instead of trying to boycott, let's do something different and then fix the problem. So I don't know,
Oh gosh, our producer, I'm sure, has a different opinion
definitely has
from
a
the
different
smirking I'm hitting from the corner.
Exactly.
Would you like my seat, boss?
What? Okay,
you sure?
our guest Johnny G has another opinion too. Oh, okay.
Okay, so when Johnny G get up
I
here,
just
we gonna
respect
talk
the
about
fact
it?
that they're trying to do something.
Right.
You know,
I do too.
it may or may not be the right thing to do.
Exactly.
Right.
Instead of just
Right.
taking a lawsuit and running, it's like, okay,
Paying them
we're going to
off.
settle.
Right.
All right, let's push them to the table. No, I appreciate the president of Starbucks. Like, no, we're going to address it.
Exactly.
And we're going to address it in a big way.
Right.
I
should
appreciate
be.
it. I'm okay with
Yeah.
it.
And he may also be trying to avoid a lawsuit or them boycotting. Cause
He's not going to avoid it.
He may, he's not, because I think they still are, but he could possibly, he probably will lose a lot more money if blacks stop even going to Starbucks altogether.
Because they get a lot of black money.
Yes,
Yes.
that's always the case. We spend a lot of money on a lot of different things for us not to
Foolishness.
have.
Yes.
Exactly. So we're going to move it along. I was going to talk about something, but we're going to change this
Okay.
to the Beehive.
The Beehive. Here we
So,
go.
we were in debate on if Beyonce actually can sing. I think she can sing.
I think she can sing.
She's a hell of a performer. But we have some that say that she cannot sing. She's just
I
a
think
performer.
Beyonce is a great singer. I don't care what y'all say.
You entitled to your opinion.
And
I
she
don't care what
performed
y'all
at
say.
Coachella, and they're saying she's the best performer ever. Even
Michael Jackson.
Even
though?
more than
that was a
I don't
star.
think-
That was a
yeah,
that was a
that's
stretch.
a stretch.
That was a stretch.
definitely a stretch.
That's a stretch. I'm sorry.
Be on my lingo.
I'm a what stretch?
Stretch.
Girl, boo.
It's a stretch.
Stretch has been
so
along
old.
way before you, sweetheart.
Right.
You stole it from us.
No, I didn't. No.
Somehow. You think Beyonce can sing?
I think Beyonce can sing. I don't think she's the greatest singer. I think that's a bit much.
I agree.
I know quite a few that are better, but I think she can sing. I like her music.
Well, I've heard her sister sing, so I know that there's someone better. They can sing their butt off, but she definitely can sing, and she's also an incredible performer. I think at
I
the
love
Coachella,
seeing her perform.
Oh yeah,
I love that.
I think everybody was hyped about it because it wasn't just your ordinary performance.
It was a great performance.
Coachella was
but it still
predominantly,
wasn't,
white.
Michael Jackson.
Right, of course not. Never. We had people passing out for Michael Jackson. He was just standing there, and everybody was crying and passing out. He's always been like, "Oh, that's my favorite."
I think I'm just a Beyonce fan because she can actually sing without lip singing. Because all the other artists, like Mariah Carey, she can't sing at all. Like she needs her background music playing while she sings.
Wow. She can only hit that high note. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's it.
Did you guys have you guys seen the poor Michelle hashtags?
Oh my God! When she was pumping it and trying to pump it.
I said, "What was that?"
She don't even know.
She tried. She had confidence on that stage.
You know what she reminded me of? A cat coughing up a hairball.
She was trying.
I hope it's on a Michelle high.
Somebody said you guys need some culture.
Oh my bad.
No, we don't.
Real bad.
It was real ugly. I was like, "Ooh, she shouldn't have did that one."
She was trying. She was just happy.
She
to
looked like
be there.
anybody fatter in years.
She didn't care.
She was like, they
She
called
owned
me.
it.
Whatever.
At Coachella, own it. If you know you can't dance, you still hop on that stage. That's confidence.
That's foolishness. What else, Lala?
Oh my goodness.
Y'all crazy.
Whatever.
Hey.
Funny.
That's their
Lala.
opinion.
Wrong with
What was
that.
the other topic you had?
You know what? The topic of them bombing Syria last Friday. And because they killed over 24 people, even including women and children.
Yeah.
And it was what they were doing was trying to get rid of the chemical weapons were stored.
Right.
Now, it was 3 locations that they did strike, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's all of them. Mm-hmm. They don't know if they're going to actually retaliate. They really don't know what's going on. So the more that I'm reading about it, the more that you find out. It seems like I can't really get into it because you really don't know what's going on unless you're actually in that situation or in the military. Right. They didn't kill any, American troops or anything. Thank God. Yeah. Thank God. So, but you still got to, keep watching, see what's going to unfold.
Yeah,
if there's anything else going on. Because even before, he didn't want to bomb anywhere. Then he wants to bomb. So you never know what's going on with this guy. And if bombing them is going to help, you just don't know. So if there's anyone out there that want to call in and give us some feedback and that has an insight, please call in and let us know what's going on. They may not be able to give us much information, but if you can, that would really be helpful because there's a lot of us who actually really don't know. I always say you're never affected unless you're directly affected. So this is one of those situations that I'm not quite sure on what's actually going on.
So Trump bombed a country because they were bombing their own
exactly
country.
Yes.
But don't you guys think there was a different way to attack this situation, or was bombing more appropriate?
I think maybe to keep him relevant. I'm not too sure. Like I said before, I'm not sure why he would do it.
That's like fighting fire.
I just don't know why we get other people's business in the first place. But that's just me.
Every time something goes on somewhere else, we are over there. But the things that are going on in our own country, no one is trying to fix.
Right.
Now, what we talk about is the wall being built, but as soon as you want to go out there and bomb someone or do anything else, they right on it.
So if we have a civil war, who's going to help us?
There you go.
With Trump in office. Anyway, Lala, what's the question of the day?
Hey. So we're going to change this a little bit. Okay, the question of the day is, for us ladies and men, how important is it to hear someone tell you, I love you or I appreciate you? I know when we're dealing, with one another, we work so much, we don't really communicate the way that we need to, or we talk about what's going on at work, or we're talking about what's going on at school. But I know for myself, to hear someone say, I appreciate you, I appreciate the things you do, and I love you, it means a lot.
For me, I need the affirmation. I need you to tell me that you love me, that you appreciate the things that I do for you. Just don't tell me all day, like all day long, every day, like like once, maybe twice, but 3 and 4 every time we talk, every text, every email.
Should have put it on them.
I appreciate it.
That's not my fault.
From my grandma, my mama. and my siblings. I don't need nobody else to tell me they love me. I'm good.
That's a lie.
I don't.
That's a lie.
Have you not met my generation?
That's a lie. Your breast
My generation don't know what love is.
You're
like,
still young. You got
they still itching. How you spell it? X. They don't even know what that means.
Oh, they will. They will. It's gonna be that.
What
one
about you,
person.
Lady D's?
That gets too much into my subject, so I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
She said she's not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
I gotta
we're gonna go
I'm gonna reserve my
Lala.
Okay. Well, on that note, you actually can find a question on Missy K Loose Lips Show on Facebook. We're also on Instagram, @MissyK_Loose Lips, also on Twitter. And you can also go on Missy K Loose Lips Show group where we talk about it all. No host bar. This is your girl with Missy K Loose Lips Show. And up next is the beautiful Lady D's, and we are talking about dating over 50 with kissable nights.
We'll be back right after this. Oh, God. I was not ready.
Oh,
I gotta get rid of my phone. Excuse me. Welcome back to the Missy K's Loose Lips Show. I'm your girl, Missy K, and we've been joined by Johnny G of IMG Radio Network. Oh my God.
Hello.
You know
One of
what?
the best DJs I know.
Oh, my
We're gonna get
God.
schooled today, y'all. Hey! Look.
Really soon.
Flattery will get you everywhere.
I know.
That's right.
How you guys doing?
Great.
Well,
Great.
thank you.
Yes.
First of all, I'm not sure if I'm going to give my shout, but each and every day, Monday through Friday,
Right.
old school R&B and jazz.
That's
Yes,
right.
yes.
the stuff we grew up on.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Hey, I grew
Yes,
up on
sir.
that too.
The best.
As a matter of fact, you guys spoke earlier about having something called a classic.
Yes.
What will the kids call a classic today? I mean, we've got Lionel Richie 3 Times a Lady. We got anything by Michael Jackson.
But
Right?
they call
we
them
got
classics.
anything
You
by
know what
Prince.
we call them, right?
But what?
Cuts.
But here's the deal.
hack.
What will they have? What will they have today to call a classic? Be Better Have My Money.
Right?
I mean, think
Whisper,
about it.
the
Think
Whisper
about it.
song.
Because everything is about beans and hoes and
Right.
oh, the Whisper song. Oh my God. I don't like that song until I listened to find out what it really was all about.
I don't know that.
Man. Or Taylor Swift swinging, what's she
Swinging.
No, she
Singing, Mom.
redid Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
song.
gosh. That's a story for another day. Lady D's, how are you today?
Fantastic.
You look fantastic.
Well, thank you, love.
Yes. So, what are those nights doing tonight?
What's love got to do with it?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I think this was a perfect night to have Johnny G here.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
You know, because
sit
Johnny
back.
G he's, if you guys listen to him, you'll find he has a lot to talk about.
Yes.
He's very, very knowledgeable and very wise.
Yes, he
And I like that. And very straightforward,
Right.
which I really appreciate.
I just think that people take love out of relationships. I mean, you know.
He just told you that.
And we go old school. So when you go old school, you know, and it's everything. I mean, think about it. They call this a smartphone. Right? But it does nothing but dummy you down.
Right. Oh,
That's
yes.
true.
Right? Because
yes.
When was the last time, other than somebody texting you, that they bought you a card?
Yes.
Or wrote you a letter?
Yes.
You know, I asked for those things.
Yes.
Because a card that's blank and you put your feelings on it says a lot
It does.
about
Than
your
a
heart.
pre-printed card.
Rather than a pre-print, you just put love,
Somebody else's
Johnny.
words.
Exactly.
That's
That's
not
me.
gonna
Don't be
work.
hating.
It's so easy.
And you running them in crazy like that?
Hello.
Yeah.
It's not my penmanship they like.
But that's basically, you know,
Amen.
what's been bothering me is like people keep asking me, why are you still single? And my immediate response is because I refuse to settle. You know, I'd rather be alone than to be locked up with somebody that I'm not particularly caring about. You know, every day I have to force myself to stay in a certain relationship.
Right.
I'm sick of these relationships that wait for Valentine's Day, birthdays, and anniversaries before they show love to their person.
Right.
You know, that's if you have to wait for those days and wait for somebody to tell you when to say these things, then you don't really love that person.
Right.
I agree.
You know, the kind of love that I'm talking about comes from a deeper place than that. The kind of love where you're in another part of the house and your person comes from the rest of the house just to hug you because he's feeling you at that moment.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
I like that.
you can't take that lightly because that comes from a deep place where these, you know, I don't care about people telling me that they love me. Show me.
Right.
Don't tell me,
Absolutely.
because you can tell me anything. People tell me they love me all the time. They don't love me.
Right.
You know, I want you to show me. And
But it depends too. It all depends on the person, because my significant other came from a family that didn't say "I love you."
I know people like
right?
that.
And I know friends whose father has never told them they loved him. You know,
Yeah.
but they knew that they were loved.
Right.
Right. Well, I come from a huggy, kissy family.
Me too.
Yeah.
You know, we would cry when we got report cards. You know, we got to celebrate.
Right.
You know, but the thing of it is, seriously.
Yeah.
True story.
But the thing of it
Exciting.
is we praised each other all the
Yes.
time.
That's good.
Right? So now I praise my woman.
Yeah.
Good.
And I let her know every day how much I love her. I let her know all day how much I love her.
That's good.
Oh, so she's still in the picture. Oh, just kidding.
And Lady D's up here. I don't see no ring on that finger.
Look.
Okay, all right.
I got married in December.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Hold on. Here's the deal. Long distance relationship, right? We went to high school together.
Wow, I love
right?
that.
Okay.
But the thing of it is that we start talking back and forth, and I told her, I'm never getting married again. I don't believe in long distance relationship. Don't be coming with that trap, you know? And God had other plans. It wasn't me.
trapped.
It
Yeah.
was God. It was God.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's been the best thing that has ever happened to me.
Awesome.
And
Congratulations.
I will worship and kiss the ground she walked on.
I know that's
Wow.
right.
Fellas.
Can I have that?
Hey.
Wow.
Wow.
Where is the love?
It's like my feelings are hurt. No, just kidding.
You got another song. You got what is the name of your topic again?
What's love got to do
What's
with it?
love got to do? And Haley saying, "Where is the love?"
But it matters. I mean, that's not to say that I don't want somebody that tells me they love me. I want that,
Yes.
but it doesn't have any meaning if I don't see any signs of
Yes.
that.
Right.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then we go back into my tangent I went on last week about cheaters, because you're gonna be cheating on me, and at the same time you kiss me talking about you love me. That ain't love, boy.
Right.
I'm
But
sorry.
some people think it is because they
a
say it, but their actions are totally opposite.
But well,
Yes.
they'll go back into the animalistic instinct and say all men cheat.
No, that's a lie.
But guess what? There's a woman for every man that cheats.
Women cheat too. That's
Yes.
right.
All right,
And they're worse because they're
trust me,
sneakier.
Trust me, I get hit on every day.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
And
It's that radio voice.
And I tell my girl, I call and I tell her, not to make her jealous or anything, but what men forget to do is to tell their woman how pretty they are, how sexy they are, how fine they are. Right. Because if you don't tell her, somebody else out there
men
will
want to hear
tell
it
her.
too.
They do.
It's a part of that ego.
Yeah.
But you know what I think is great is when you have a person that you're so in tune to and so in love with, and you guys can share that and find humor in it instead of ignorance.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that is beautiful.
Absolutely.
I think it's awesome.
Well, also when you talk about past
Yeah.
relationships, right? A lot of people don't want to go into knowing what that other guy used to do. Right. That guy that made you twinkle, curl your toes and all that stuff. Tell me, because you're not with him anymore.
Right.
Exactly.
There's a reason why you're not with him.
Exactly.
You're with me.
Right.
And I need to step up my game.
Absolutely.
Especially if he made you go, ooh.
Exactly. You want to go, right. Man, that's what I'm saying.
Hey.
You don't want to know?
Oh, no. That'll be the next question.
Ego.
I'm telling you.
But nowadays relationships, they're not mates, they're not supportive of each other.
Right.
They think it's a crime to give each other space.
Right.
All those things help you maintain a healthy relationship.
I agree.
Yeah, but see, because when you meet a person, you don't change that person.
Exactly.
You're there to enhance that person's life.
Exactly.
Speak on it.
And because she still like to go out and hang out with her friends, she may have some ex-boyfriends that but at the end of the day, it's still called transparency.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So if you're transparent within your relationship, and she knows that you hang out with some of your friends,
yes,
or he knows that you hang out with some of your exes, and they can come around.
Absolutely.
Now, if they can't come around,
that's a problem.
If they can't come around, you can't be with them.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
I totally agree. Totally agree.
Ding, ding, ding.
Because I'm friends with a few of my exes, but I let people know up front, this is the deal.
Right.
So if you are a guy who cannot stand a woman having male friends or being friends with her ex, then I'm not the woman for you.
And then not just let
because that's all it is. I'm telling you,
get in the way.
Exactly.
Because a guy, his ego is really big.
You don't even want to see Christmas at my house.
Right?
You'll be like, I remember you.
Yes, it's all nations, boy.
I came over for Thanksgiving. I'm sorry.
Chris, that's how we roll. So because a relationship ends doesn't mean you have to end as enemies.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's not working. Acknowledge that and be friends and move on.
But you have a lot of women and men that deal with a lot of insecurity. So as easy as you are saying it is not as easy for that person to even deal with it.
That's true.
Right. And you actually have to be secure in yourself and your relationship to be able to deal with a woman or a man that's friendly and how they're friends and still can appreciate you and love you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why it comes with maturity as well.
Exactly. And insecurity don't show up a year later.
No, it sure
You know what I'm saying? So you need to know when to call it quits.
Immediately.
You know something? If you put one emotion in its place, period, it's called honesty.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right?
Absolutely.
And you're honest across the board.
Right.
And you're honest with yourself first.
Right.
It's going to be okay.
Yeah.
No, I know something. Now you do all that and they still I'm a grown woman. I have nothing to hide.
Right.
It's open book. I'm telling you.
Yes.
Whatever you want to know, if you think I'm not telling, ask me.
Right.
But don't ask me if you're not ready for the answer.
Absolutely.
Because I will tell you the
A lot
truth.
of them not ready for that answer.
Yeah.
That's right.
I don't deal with insecurities at all because I'm not insecure
just
at all.
That's like that old joke, right? Whose is it? Whose is it? Right? No, whose is it? Whose is it? You don't know him?
Lady D.
I don't know that joke.
Lady D's. What's going on with your relay?
Oh, my goodness. You got to help us too, Johnny. Okay, so don't say anything to me.
He's ready.
Missy K Entertainment is participating in the Relay for Life Cancer Society event in Baldwin Hills this year. It's on June 23rd. It's a 24-hour event. It starts at 9 a.m. on June 23rd, and it ends on Sunday, June 24th at 9 a.m. And the cause is to raise funds, but it's also to have someone on the track. That's what we need to focus on. Getting someone to be on the track every 15 to 20 minutes, taking laps for a survivor or someone they lost or just in a supportive capacity.
Okay.
We've asked quite a few of our friends to support with $100. And if you can't support with $100, you can pay $10 per luminary bag. I have a problem saying that word because of the Illuminati.
Oh, okay.
And that's in my head. Before that, it's like, and I always want to say, it's like, no, that's not right.
That ain't it. We are not part of the Illuminati.
No,
But anyway, we'd like for you guys to come out and join us. We're going to be at the Yvonne Burke Athletic Sports Complex, 5401 South Fairfax Avenue. And if you'd like to go online and donate or register, you can go to www.relayforlife.org/BALDWINHILLSCA.
Okay, so it's on the website. Is that what you said? It's going to be on the website. It's going to be on the page.
It's a lot. So that's www.relayforlife.org. Relayforlife.org.
You said you're going to type it in the group when we leave?
But you can also
you're going to put it at the bottom when we done with the show?
They have a Facebook page as well. So look for them on Facebook
I
as
felt
well.
like I was on Sesame Street. A, B, C, D, E, F. I was like, I lost you at www.
I missed it all.
I'm not going to tell you what
And
you are.
by the way, they are accepting performers. They have lots of slots available. So if you guys want to be fit into one of those slots, reach out to me or Lady D's, and
ASAP.
we'll get you guys in. And we're going to go into our next break and get ready for Haley B. Get Lit.
I like that video.
The Brat.
You like that video? Mm-hmm. It's that video. We'll talk about that. But we'll return with Sean Stay and Haley B right after these messages.
Yes.
Hello and welcome back to the Missy K's Loose Lip Show. I'm your girl Missy K, and we still got Johnny G on the set, and we've been joined by Sean. I'm not ready for you yet. I don't know why you always trying to cut me out, bring you in, but you want me to bring you in. It's not your turn
segment.
yet.
It's whose segment?
Okay, go ahead.
It's Haley B's segment, Get Lit, and I'm here with Sean Siet. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Appreciate y'all for having me in here.
You can finish what you were
You're
saying now.
welcome.
I appreciate it.
Thank you
Of
for
course.
coming.
Most definitely.
Okay, so I don't even want to do my segment anymore.
Okay, what's on your lips?
Because Y'all start up here talking about that one L word. How do you say it again? Pronounce it for me.
Love.
I think
love.
that's how you say it.
She gonna go crazy
It's
when she
quite
learn it.
foreign. Where is it coming from exactly?
The heart. You don't have that. We understand. Comes from a heart that you don't really have.
That cold
But
rock right here in my
that
chest.
part in that
order. That right there. Have you ever felt that before? Has anybody felt that up here before?
So you want my opinion on it?
Yeah.
So I'll put it like this.
I think she was talking to you.
My opinion on modern day love, what we can call it, is really just lust.
It's lust.
Amen.
It's
Thank you so
very
much.
because the question would really be, how many people could you ask what love is, and what kind of answer would they really give you? You know,
Right.
do they even know what love is?
Yes.
Right.
And I think it's like on more than just 3 out of 10. It's like probably 7, 8 out of 10 who cannot really explain to you, give me a definition and help me understand what it is. They
Right.
wouldn't know what to do. You give them a multiple choice question, they get confused.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is there
Okay.
D option?
That
Yeah.
was pretty deep.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
Sean?
Yeah.
All right, you
I'm
ready?
With it. I'm with it.
Yes.
I'm with it. I'm with this face.
Yeah.
I like this
Get
guy.
ready for this conversation.
You can see his whole face during our whole segment.
Guys
Like,
hang together.
Yeah. I'm with
Don't
it.
make me sit between y'all.
okay, now hold on. First, let's get to know about Sean, and then
Okay.
we'll get back to the love segment. Okay,
Cool.
So Sean, where are you from exactly?
I'm from Montgomery, Alabama.
Alabama.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So what?
That's me.
Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama.
Country boy, that means you know what love is. Tell it.
Hey, we see things a little differently. You got no choice.
In Alabama. And exactly how do you see it? Like realer than California, or
I mean,
a little false?
I don't even really want to compare the two because there's no comparison. It's like nothing's I compare where I come from to where I see, what's here.
What generation are you from? What years?
I mean, I'm 25.
That was her way of asking how old you were. You caught that too? Okay.
I had to know because I needed to
25.
understand. Like, are you with my generation?
I'm still. I don't know. I think I'm about to lose that young title.
You are.
I'm crossing over.
You almost there.
But I mean, still, that generation is still lost, just as lost as yours. So, if you ask me,
okay, I guess we're
I
combined.
still
then.
believe in love, so. And
Yeah.
I'm a little older than y'all, just a little bit.
I mean, what we talking about? Fairy tale?
a little bit. A lot of it.
Santa Claus.
Santa
I
Claus.
don't even like to use the word belief. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Because it's like you need to have facts. Or
You mean there isn't
Okay,
a
that's
Santa?
a stretch. I believe in Santa. I'm still accepting gifts this Christmas, even though I'll be 18. I believe in Santa
But
and the
he's-
Tooth Fairy.
But he's love.
These wisdom teeth coming out, y'all.
You know that Santa, Tooth Fairy, Easter
They're
Bunny,
love.
all that disappear
That's
after you
love.
turn 18, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. He is still alive. There. I love
If you
Santa.
say so. You have issues. So we have your music video.
Oh, just dope.
Yes.
Do you want to introduce your video?
Well, yeah. Well, I'm Sean Say from Montgomery, Alabama. This is my single, currently my single, Fun, which I shot the video in Miami, Florida. So I appreciate you guys for bringing me out here to play it.
It was a nice video.
I appreciate it. It was fun.
I feel like
It
going
was
back to
fun.
the Bahamas. Like, ooh, that's
fun.
pretty. So let's get into Sean's video.
I'm a lyric so conscious. You probably think I don't have any fun. Say na 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 na. But let me remind you, I love girls and I'm 21. Say na 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 na. So I'm gonna act like I don't care about anything tonight. Say na 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 na. And I'm gonna talk to any girl I see in my sight. can feel mine again. I say I need to feel mine again. She said she wanna feel mine again. I say we all got problems, so prepare the battle so she can feel mine again. And I just wanna have some fun. Please don't judge me. Don't judge me. I used to just wanna have love, but now you can't trust me. You can't judge me. You can't judge me. I just wanna have some fun tonight. Let's go have fun tonight. Girl, let's go have fun tonight. Damn right, 'cause I'm single, so you can't judge me if I make it. I touch my hips and they tingle, so I better hit our bells and they jingle. Girl, let's go have fun tonight. Girl, let's go have fun tonight. Girl, let's go have fun tonight. Girl, let's go have some fun. And you love me for down. Girl, let's go have some fun. Before the sun.
Oh, have some fun, yeah.
Okay, that was dope.
That was dope.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so what genre do you consider your music?
That's a hard, question to answer. But I put into the box of pop, but I just feel like I'm more I'm a universal artist is something that was said to me actually last night. So the music that I make, I literally, am very and highly influenced by multiple genres. So,
Like what?
Who's your
Right.
influence?
The list is so long. When I'm gonna start with band, I'm gonna start with rappers. When it comes to rappers, like of course I'm a major Kendrick Lamar fan, a major J. Cole fan,
Right.
a Jay-Z fan, a Eminem fan. Those are guys I like,
Yeah.
for how they put their art together.
Right.
What-
So we only heard one song. I'm sorry. We only heard one song, but you said that your music is mixed with a bunch of different
yeah.
genres. So what
Yeah.
type of musical influences?
Oh yeah,
like
so
the
when you leave
sounds?
from there, I love bands like Cage the Elephant, Imagine Dragons. I
I'm
love
sorry, I love
like a
Imagine
super
Dragons.
fan of these bands. Like I just got on Foo Fighters, which they came out in the '90s, and
Okay.
I'm in love with them
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
And I love pop music. It just depends,
Right.
I have days where I love country. Like to this
Right.
week, it's just country.
I
Okay.
love country
So it
too.
Me too.
just depends, what mood you in or how do you feel and what energy you need. And that's kind of what happens with me. And I just want to take something from everybody and
Okay.
find a way to make it, work for me.
I don't know. When I listened to when I first heard this song, I think Jason Derulo came to mind.
And he was exactly who I was influenced by at that time when I wrote
Yeah.
that record. And you wouldn't believe who I actually got the melody from.
Who?
His name came up earlier. You wouldn't believe it, but I had to find a way and to say I used something from Mike. And you wouldn't believe it.
Everybody.
Everybody does it.
Mike.
Everybody
You wouldn't
does,
believe it, but that entire song came from one of his songs.
Okay.
But
Wow.
literally, all
What
I
song?
did,
Which song?
Smooth Criminal.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right,
I can hear it.
because-
I can hear that.
Yeah, and
I
I
can
just
totally hear that.
dramatically slowed it down.
Yes.
Dramatically. And that's what I did to create that record. And it was fun.
That's very creative.
Yeah, so it was fun. But any other?
So what made you leave Alabama?
Well, I'm still currently living in Bama.
Okay.
I'm just going back and forth.
What you doing in LA?
Hey,
Promotion.
gotta work.
Got
Gotta
it.
work.
He's
that.
here. That's why he's in LA.
Yeah, I'm here all week right now,
We're that special.
Yes, we
Yeah,
are.
but I stay in Alabama. I'm a resident citizen every day. That's me. I'm in the
Of
South.
Alabama. So you're
Yeah.
not even from the land. Like, you're not even be in the land like that. You just be out here.
I just be out here. I got friends out here.
Wow.
I hope to add you guys to the list.
So, is it hard getting, noticed in Alabama?
Yeah, where I come from, music is not very, diverse. There are not many pop clubs. There are not many clubs where a guy like me can go and take my band and we go just, play our tunes and people want to hear our sound.
So you play with a band too?
Yes.
Dopeness.
Yeah, so
I love
when
live
we
music.
we actually sound like a rock band.
Okay.
No matter the song, this song sounds like an entire.
What instrument do you play?
Different. Oh no, I'm just a
Oh, okay.
singer. And,
I was gonna say,
I put, just
that
the
around.
artist. I don't like to even use that term. Like I'm just the artist.
Can you
Yeah.
dance?
No. But
No.
That's not me. But
No.
for what I do, the stories that I try to tell.
So you write a lot.
I write a lot. Yeah, I'm a songwriter at heart, and that's what allows me to even be an artist because I'm not a singer. I'm not, a rapper.
So are you more a lyricist? Or?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
I'm that's what the first lyric from this song was. All my lyrics are subconscious. You probably think I don't have any fun because I'm usually very serious.
Yes.
Very, very serious.
So are you a writer first or a singer second?
Writer first, yes, because when it comes like singing, what I was able to do, the blessing that I was able to do is really like find my flaws and make them my strengths. I know where I'm weak and I know where I'm strong, and just find a way to make that work for me. So I'm not, a singer,
Right.
not a rapper. I really wouldn't be in either. Like I'm just a guy that was blessed enough to be able to write.
An artist.
So if you could write for anybody, who would you write a song for?
Who would I have the most fun writing for?
Why don't you say Kendrick?
Oh, you've written for someone else before?
Not a major name, not major names, but I always have fun. I don't know. It would probably it would have to be a pop artist. I enjoy writing for a female pop artist because it's extremely fun.
Like whom?
Like a Taylor Swift type song.
Okay.
Right?
So you like country?
We're hearing a lot of Taylor up in here
love-
tonight.
yeah.
You do.
Okay.
You do.
It'd be fun. It's fun. Like just the challenge of like I can look at it and say this is my goal, and I would just enjoy that challenge of just researching and putting it together. That's the fun part of music.
That's a beautiful genre of
Love it.
music.
It is.
It is most definitely.
Yeah.
But I love some of the concepts you guys were on earlier.
Thank you.
I do.
Thank you very
did.
much.
It is so.
We try.
Did you say that over again? Is that what you just said?
It's that love,
Oh goodness.
She's
She's coming.
I'm gonna freak
Yes,
out.
she is.
I'm gonna freak
She's
out.
gonna have that LOVE shirt.
Hey, oh
It's
goodness.
amazing. I just recorded a song like that last night.
INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means?
Oh goodness.
I got my
I'm done.
I got my own
I'm done.
Don't carry that
Haley,
spirit.
wrap this up now.
We don't have to carry that spirit.
Okay.
We don't have to
I
think
just
like
want to
that.
thank you, Sean, for coming on our show.
appreciate
And my
it.
segment, Get Lipped. My name is Haley B. You can find me on Instagram at heyhey.6, HAI.6. You will never teach me what love is unless it's food, baby. Okay.
All right, you guys. We're going to take a brief break, and we'll be back with Johnny G of the IMG Radio Network. Stay right there. Hello and welcome back to the Missy K's Loose Lip Show. I'm your girl Missy K, and you're about to get involved with Missy K everywhere. Y'all know what that is.
She all up in your business.
All up in it. Where you at? Where your mama at? Where y'all been? And where we going? So your last video, you were in Miami, right? Is that what you said?
True.
I love it. I want to go to Miami. I've never been to Miami.
18th
I've been to a lot of
birthday.
different places, but I haven't been to Miami.
Yeah, it was great. I can't lie. It was
It
great.
looked great.
Yeah.
Johnny G, you had a question about his video.
Oh, you already know.
Oh boy.
I saw 5 girls.
5 girls.
Four girls.
4 girls.
4 girls on the set, on the boat, and all that. But only one sister.
One sister.
Sean, hot
All
seat.
right.
But Miami is a
One
melting
sister.
pot, though,
Okay.
right?
Melting my.
So when
He's from Alabama.
Wait, so you know what my heart
in
is.
Alabama.
So you know what my heart is. I still
Hot
stay in
seat.
Bama.
You like them chicka chicks? You like them thicker chicks?
You like them
Them
Becky's,
Starbucks
huh?
chicks.
Hell yeah, I love my sisters. I love my. This is not the first. Like that was one of the first comments on the video.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's one of the first comments. Wow, the sisters.
What the sisters?
say?
Yeah.
Hold on, that's what you said?
No, that's what someone
Somebody-
commented.
Oh, okay.
You know, it was the first. I was like, no, look,
Man down.
listen, I didn't.
A lot of black girls don't like the sun.
It just happened that way. Let's put it like
I
that.
feel you.
It just happened that way.
So Johnny
But-
G,
Yes.
let me tell you why I brought you on the show.
Okay.
So I am an avid listener to your show
Okay.
on IMG Radio Network, the Impact Record.
Report.
Yes, I love it, and I love it because it's a variety. I love the news that you bring and how you bring it.
Right.
I really get informed
Right.
with a lot of the things you talk about. Like I think last week you talked about the heartbeat ring, and I'm like, I
What's
never
that?
even heard
She
of a
was texting
heartbeat
me.
ring.
I want the heartbeat ring.
What is that? Oh, with the heartbeat.
No, there's a
Sound
ring.
waves.
There's a ring, and it has a computer inside. Right? It's about $2,000, and it's two rings.
$2,000.
It's two rings. Your significant other gets one, and you have one. And no matter where they are in the world, you can listen to their heartbeat.
and see it
And-
because
yeah,
it actually
and
shows
it's
on
showing
the ring.
on the ring.
I just thought about the worst thing in my life. Like,
Are you having sex? Are you having sex right now?
or what if your ring just stopped working? That's
Boy,
a bad
that's
sign.
that's a mean way to look at
If
it.
the ring stop
if it stopped working,
then somebody's dead.
ooh,
I say you better charge your battery.
or they just took it off.
Why your heartbeat? Nothing, honey.
Oh,
right.
man.
But the music that you choose to play during your segment, it's a lot of the classic 80s and 90s and some even further back, but you mix it up. You even mix it up with a lot of the
Jazz.
spiritual jazz. It's everything, but
I
it's a
played
great
that. I played
blend.
that Walter Hawkins this morning.
I
right?
heard that. I did. Sorry, we had a moment.
That's their generation.
No. Seriously, what happens?
I don't know about that.
What happened is it started out with LA radio first of all, and then the culture of everybody losing their jazz stations throughout the
Yes.
country. A lot of cities were losing their jazz stations, and every year we all get dressed up to go to a jazz festival.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, we do. Mom. Yes, we do, Lady D's.
Every time you look around, there's a jazz festival, and New Orleans has this cool jazz festival that lasts 2 weeks.
Yes.
and it has like 150 artists, and
that Essence?
it's just no, it's
Something
not
else?
Essence, something else.
Okay.
Yeah, but California have more jazz festivals than any other state. You know, and a lot of these guys don't have to go out. They don't have to pack up their vans and planes and buses to go on tour because they can make all of their money just in Southern California doing their jazz shows.
Right.
You know, and then one of my favorites is out in Temecula. You know, with the jazz concert series.
Yes.
You know, so what I found out was every time a white radio station changes its format, the black radio stations run and change their format.
Yes.
But not realizing that the the white radio station is trying to be like the black radio station.
Right, exactly. That is so true.
So what we decided to do was take it back to where we used to call soul radio.
Yes.
Right? Back in the day when we weren't apologetic for being black.
Yes.
You know?
Right.
So I start thinking about what type of music did I like.
Right.
And I like old school R&B and jazz,
Yes.
right? And then some neo soul stuff,
Yeah.
right? We don't play the kids stuff. This ain't kids radio.
No.
It's grown folk radio.
It is
That's what we
grown
call
folk
it.
radio.
Grown folk radio, and we have grown folk topics.
Yes.
You know, we talk about love.
Love, huh?
Yeah. That's
I'm never going to be a grandmother.
No, we talk about love, and we talk about relationships. We talk about things that we throw up topics like a lot of people will do a certain situation and not see the other side of the coin.
Mm-hmm.
So what we do is we flip the other side of the coin, make you see a different perspective.
And I love it. And it's commercial free.
Oh yeah.
But no, seriously, it's. What were you saying, Haley?
I just want to know, like, what do you mean by a different perspective? Like,
For example,
okay,
you go out with your friends,
okay,
and you go out with a couple of old boyfriends, but your new boyfriend is upset, and you can't understand why he's upset. Okay, until we flip the script and make you see he hanging out with all his ex-girlfriends.
Okay.
That you are not going to have it.
Right.
Unless you understand. So we flip the script so you can see the different perspective.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that a lot of the things that we do subconsciously comes from music?
Oh, yes.
It comes from music. And if you think about the type of messages that are in the songs that you guys listen to today, I'm not surprised that you guys don't want to know about the word love or relationship or anything like that. Right. But if you listen to the type of music that we listen to, it gets you through some things, and it shows you a different perspective of things. It shows you, what love is, what not to tolerate, stuff like that. And it's all in music.
Until you fall in that particular type of love, you don't understand what that record is really talking about.
Exactly. No.
But once you fall into that, to where you with somebody that make your toes curl, that's within your inner being, that you're thinking of the same thing,
right.
So I ask you, man, what's your definition of love?
What is your definition of love?
If someone could explain it to me. See, here we are, green bees to say.
Green bees.
Well, my definition of love, of true love,
yes,
is inner being. I mean, when you guys can interconnect without having sex.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
yes.
The thing of it is, look. My girl loved watching those housewives, right? Atlanta housewife, all that junk, right?
Right.
But check this out.
Sorry.
I get in there and I lay down with her and I watch it, even if I don't like it. Just like I watch football. She'll come in and watch football with me.
Right.
We cook together. We think together. We read together.
Yes.
We walk together. Now, check this out. She can be on the other side of the country, and I will Skype her, and we go walking together. See?
Yes.
So that's how it's supposed to be.
So it's a different type of bond. It's a different type of connection.
It's a different,
deeper
and not just that. When you make love, it's the bomb. And the reason why it's the bomb is because it's not anybody can do this.
It's not
Right.
just physical.
Right?
It's beyond physical.
It's beyond physical. And you may not you may not even have the right equipment, but if the love is there,
that's
the
true.
equipment's going to be there.
I agree.
I
understand
show
what you're
me.
saying. Yeah.
I think he just hold on. He just told me.
Oh, you just caught that?
Man.
You slow?
But you understand what I'm saying, right?
So
I understand what you're saying.
What do you think has happened? I just want to.
It's the music.
Is it just the music?
No. Here's the thing.
Don't
Here's
get
the
me
thing.
started.
What music used to be? Music used to be discovered in clubs.
Yeah.
Right?
Everybody want
and
rights.
then it hit radio. Right. Now it's got to be on the radio before it go to the club. Right.
Okay.
Now the same thing. It's programmed.
Oh.
They will program a song into your head. The same song over and over and over again is that song you learn. I mean, Bruno Mars is all over the place.
Yes.
Okay.
And they bang, bang, bang into your head. Right?
like I was just having
you
sex.
don't search.
I'm sorry.
Back in the day, you used to search for the album.
2
Right?
minutes.
You used to search for a cut off the album, right? So you can play to your girl.
Yes.
Where do you?
Right.
So where do you
Wait,
think that?
You guys want to keep going to
When you
questions
think
and
it
we got to
happened?
wrap this
I
up?
want to keep going. I want to know, man.
I'm
Like,
going to need you to send him a text message.
That's
I got to wrap up my show.
Wait.
Write a letter.
No. I got one better.
We got 2 minutes. I got a question.
IMG Radio, Monday through Friday, 10 in the morning to 2 in the afternoon.
There you
Check
go.
me out. No, trust me. Check me out.
I
Trust
got
me.
a school at 2.
You won't listen one time.
Yes.
One time.
All right, because you won't listen once.
I have a serious question. Let me get it out. It's itching me.
No, that's something else. There's a cream for that. Okay, go ahead.
Why did she just
Yeah, that happened.
Get her.
Okay, so where do you think the place shifted? Like, how do you guys go from your generation of music about love to our generation of music about F love? What's love? What does that mean?
Because you guys start grinding in the 7th grade.
Who?
No.
We did too, but we still know what love is.
You took the question mark out of love. Mm-hmm. You took the question mark out of sex. Mm-hmm. You know, used to be if she showed some cleavage, it would go ooh. Now it's like it's only cleavage.
And now you got to go to IMG Radio Network. So we want to thank our guests and Haley B.
I was just trying to get lipped, y'all.
You're trying to get something more than that.
Are you going to understand?
We want to thank you guys for coming on the show. Sean, tell everybody where to find you, sweetheart.
Yo, I'm at Sean Say Music. That's SeanSeay Music. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, same thing.
Johnny G.
Johnny G, you can go to the 3Ws.JohnnyG.com, or you can go to the IMG Radio Network, or go to my Facebook page, Johnny G, JohnnieGee. And
I'm your girl, Missy K. You can catch us live every Wednesday, 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
Missy K's Exclusive Show. I'm your girl. I'm up out of here. EMISSY.
Why she got so much energy?
Missy K Show. Missy K.